Pax vobiscum, salvete omnes, my name is Father Mislav, I'm a Croatian Catholic Dominican priest, and you're watching a blind let's play of Rogue Trader Warhammer 40K CRPG. Welcome back, all of you who have been diligently watching and seeing the progress that I have made through these couple of months. Now the game is very large, it's actually huge, and I am the type of a person who likes to explore a lot and who likes to, well, you know, use the most of it, not to skip the sweet parts and just go immediately to the main story. So maybe it's not a good thing. Maybe in the context of this kind of a let's play it would be better and more interesting, more fun, and it would open me for other things to do, but to simply go directly and play on the story mode and just see what's the story about. But I'm not like that, so sorry about that. And yeah, I know that at least a couple of you who appreciate that, who like to see things, you know, explored as much as it's possible. So I maybe will fight against my own nature and skip through some things, because why not? In this life, we're constantly bombarded with a lot of choices when we always have to basically choose one thing over many other things. We cannot do it all, so it's fine. We have to accept that as well. But yeah, to appreciate the game in fullest, at least the good parts, the sweet parts should be explored. Anyhow, we finished last time the Bloodspun Web. We didn't become one of the cultists, of course. If you played the game before and if you thought that Paulus is going to become one, I don't know why, to be honest. I am kind of sorry for them, because I guess like the Bloodspun Web guys, Vizier and Kibella, they seem nice actually, like nice persons. Maybe that's because I am their master and they're like, they swore their fealty, absolute fealty to me. But in general, they have good intentions, even though they... Yeah, they're fanatical in the way that they will not shy away from killing even an innocent person if they think that they have to. Okay, so if like the tarot cards show them such, or if I tell them to, they would do that. They're assassins. So yeah, and, their will is not completely free. Okay, I can understand that in a part. Okay, a part of my religious life is, well, you know, I swore also like a vow of obedience, obedience to God primarily. That's the whole point. Then to Blessed Virgin Mary, okay, because she's of all the creatures closest to God. Then to Saint Dominic, okay, the founder of my order, and then to the master of my order, whoever is the master currently, because they take like 9-year terms, and to the provincial of my province, which is a Croatian province, and to the prior of the convent in which I am currently living. So there is a hierarchy, right? But let's say that my immediate superior, the prior of my convent, says that I have to do something which I feel is not good, is maybe like sinful, okay? I have a duty to say no, okay? Because my primary allegiance and my primary vow of obedience is towards God. And I have to know who God is and what are his rules, what are his commandments, and then I'll have no fear of always following him, okay? If I live in communion, if I live in close connection, intimate connection with God, with Jesus Christ, yeah, I am free to do what's right always. And that's actually the true freedom. So, but these kind of guys inside of the game, they don't respond to... They see it like in the Emperor, of course, and in the Master of the Ship, that they have to have like absolute, you know, obedience. So if the master says to them, commit suicide, they will. No. Yeah, okay. Anyhow, let's start with a short prayer and let's go immediately back into the game. Or into the game. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Okie dokie, we move this large... No, bad, good. Okay, we move this, something like this, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? I think it's okay. And inside of the game, which is here. Okay, so last time we saved the game and finished here before going up to another compartment, and that would basically be, yeah, I think that's it. I go to the Witcher Bridge or to the Lord Captain's quarters. Maybe we can start this game. Yeah, my captain, Paulus, I am the captain. Paulus has to take a bath after going to the bottom of the ship and walking through pools of blood. It would not be rational for him to immediately continue with the mission that he has while being, well, infected. It's definitely not sanitary. Definitely not sanitary. So, Void Ship Bridge. There we go. Did I go to the bridge? I clicked bridge. No? Oh, no. I clicked my quarters. But the tooltips were on the bridge, so I don't know why. Okay. Master of Ablutions. So, hello. Let's perform my ablutions. Why am I... Did I already call all of my... Oh no, I first have to enter inside, and then I can call some of my companions to speak with them. So who's gonna be today? Who's next in line? The next in line is Pascal. I wish to see my engines here at once. So, an oily patch spreads slowly outward from Magos. The smell of lubricant fills the bath chamber. This receptacle is deemed adequate for the execution of the cleaning protocol. Okay. Pascal. You're leaking oil. This statement is true. The disposal of waste substance is an integral part of the cleaning protocol. Why are you taking a bath with your clothes on? It is prohibited to expose the true flesh in the presence of lay people. My raiment will not hinder the cleaning protocol. Will you not rust? No, the Omnisire has granted a sacred chromium resistance to the plague of rust. Why? I received an invitation to perform the collective ablutions. Ablutions are impossible to perform without submerging into the bathing receptacle. Fine. Fine, you may stay. For 1 hour. I thank you for the invitation, Paulus. This ablution will be recorded in this unit's archive of significant events. This was just funny. Finish the ablutions. Okay, and dialogue. Well, sometimes you have meaningful conversations, and sometimes you just laugh. For Paulus, I guess it was half laughing, half worrying, but it was funny. Okay, let's go to the Coronus Expanse map to see where we are. Well, I know where we are. Hanoiman. Alright, we explored all these places, spaces, and there we go. Okay, begin scan. Worlds of the Expanse. Let me just... Oh. This is nice, but I actually wanted to do something else. Contracts. Yes. Is there something that I can complete? I cannot complete. I'm lacking in people here. That's... I'm lacking in weapons here. Oh, I lack a lot, actually. There's a big expense as well. Rumors, quests. Where is the planetary? Oh, should I level them up? Yeah, sure. I forgot to level them up. Well, not that I forgot. There wasn't an option. They were not part of my team at that moment. So, Pascal, should you be like the perception guy or just the weapon skill guy? I got my answer. Medica, he's quite good at Medica, isn't he? Lord Xenos, he's quite good at Lord Xenos as well. Who is the best in Lord Xenos? Just to check. No, let me check. Yes, this. Lord Xenos. 100. She should be the best one in Lord Xenos. But it should be good to have someone else. Well. Tech use? I cannot take another tech use, right? But it's not maxed out, is it? Wisdom this, characteristic bonus, intelligence, origin advancement, etc, etc. Right. Lore Imperium, persuasion. Logic is quite nice, but I'll always have Paulus, so I have no need for that. Lore Xenos, awareness, and Medica. Ah, sure. Medica, I guess. I think if I have an option for her, I would like to increase Lord Xenos, but for some reason I don't. Oh, it's... Should she be the secondary demolition person, expert? I think so, actually. Because I won't always have Argenta, and she's my second best. Perception might be the best one here. Agility? Is that low for her? Is it really? Yeah, increase agility. You! Persuasion, I guess. Lore Imperium. Wow, very good. Commerce. Very good. Persuasion. Agility, weapon skill, willpower, toughness. Not sure. But, what do you think, guys? Agility, weapon, willpower. Agility. Let's use agility. Nope, I use willpower. Okay. I'm fine with that. Willpower is important, actually. Right? And this is like the increasing of the things that I'm not good at. The secondary skills, right? The increase of the secondary skills. I'm fine with that. So Dargonus. Oh no, before that I wanted to do something. Colony management. That's the thing. Excellent. So, I got Tears of Repentance. That's good. That's a good grenade. All colonies have efficiency. Completed the cure for sloth. Okay, I can go for another one. But there's nothing to complete. It's already completed here. And Kiavagama. Can I... Oh, okay. Lord Captain. After the unsealing of the Lady Theodora secret workshop on Kiavagama, an epidemic of mysterious tech leprosy has broken up. Augments mutated in distorted forms, killing the hosts. Machines and even entire assembling halls break apart into fragments that devour each other, fusing into grotesque and insane forms. The Omega-18 Manufactorum, the epicenter of the epidemic, is cordoned off, but the disease will burst out there sooner or later. Oh boy. What is known about this disease? We've not faced anything like this before. The plague only affects mechanisms, forcing them to transform and lose all functionality. No one has been able to provide insight into the nature of the disease or how it found its way into the Lady Theodora's secret workshop. It is possible that some secret research was being carried out there. And I suddenly gained that, plus steel weapons and people. Okay. I wish to listen to the suggestions of my advisors. Okay, Pascal. Eradication of the infection, highest priority. Another method of purging. The sacraments of the Omnissiah that are available to me cannot be revealed to the laity. Put your trust into me. Okay. Shireen, don't be so hasty with this purge. This phenomenon may be of interest to other specialists. There are many who do not agree that all knowledge belongs solely to cogs. What appears to be a plague could hold amazing possibilities. No. Next. I have suppressed 18 different epidemics aboard the flagship, and our officers have experience in setting up quarantines. We will send them to Kiavagama to lead attack purgator squads. They will not return from the epicenter until the infection is eradicated and the preventive exclusion zone is taken down. The classical way of doing that, okay, it's safe. Even metal dies eventually, scarred by corrosion. To combat those who have stripped away their flesh and replaced it with machinery, the Bloodspun Web has procured a remedy, an acidic compound that burns through steel. We stand ready to help, to burn out this tech leprosy. Okay, so let's go down and kill. Let the spinners share the secret. So maybe I would get something like acidic weapons or something to combat. Abelard, Pascal. Pascal? I mean, it is a tech issue, and I think I should leave to the tech guys. I will give it to Pascal. And he just bathed with me, and we were in awkward silence for 1 hour while oils were leaking between his cogs. So, sure. Okay, the tech priests armed with mysterious device, they assembled according to the instructions of Magos, enter the bowels. We don't know what happened. Blue, green flashes, epidemics subsided overnight. So the mechanisms were honorably melted down, so were the bodies of the dead tech priests who carried the machine of the Magos, as well as the burnt remains of the machine itself. Okay. Eminent Magos refused to comment on his chosen method of purging, calling it a revelation of the Omnissiah that he himself could not comprehend before it left him. Alright. Many of the tech priests who have once maintained this manufactory were left without a function and transferred to serve aboard the rogue trader's ship. I approve of that. Great. Thank you. Hello, unwelcomed guests. So, efficiency -3. Mechanisms 9. We need that. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 absolutely. Unwelcomed guests. I didn't even read it. I just saw mechanisms. Okay, tech priests request the most quantum material. Okay. So that's the guess they... So I block Progress Inferno, proposing a massive tectonic plate detonation to awaken the planet's great volcanoes. Yeah, I'm fine. Armored Rage. No, I really need mechanisms, okay? It's, like, really important, so I'm fine with that. And, yeah. When will I be able to choose one of these? Am I lacking something? Capella Biologist, okay. Mechanisms. See? Mechanisms. I need mechanisms. Okay. Well. Anyhow, this is in motion. So, perfect. Let's go to Dargonus. Now, guys, we have a very important decision to make. whom to take with us. So, let's exclude first everyone. Everyone. Okay. Only one will be taken, like, definitely. Is this permanent? Suspicious rash is permanent, yeah. Oh, brilliant. Oh, this game. Okay, well, I know I will be taking Heinrichs, because he's important for the story, right? We are dealing with a lot of diplomacy, I think, here in Dargonus. Well, there will always be fighting, of course, but diplomatic solutions here are of more importance. So Cassia, she will be revered, and like with nobility, she's much better than Jay. So if I have to take one of them, she would be better like with the lower caste people, and Cassia with upper caste people. So two of them here, Irriet and Jay, I think are not perfect for this type of a scenario. And now Abelard I take simply because he's always my trusted confidant, even though Heinrichs could be like his replacement in some regards, but not really. He's a tank. Now I have a choice: Kibela, Argenta, Pascal. Pascal, well, I started this game with Pascal and a lot of him, so why not? Maybe he will be important. So the choice is between Kibela and Argenta. Now, Kibela is an assassin in general, and Argenta is for purging the heretics. There will be heretics here. He is more like the tech use. He is for advice and protection. She's for diplomacy. He is as an inquisitor, and she is just as a force of nature when the SHIT hits the fan. So, yeah, let's do that combination. And I have a feeling like I didn't use Argenta for some time. Okay, so I guess I'm making a descent onto my planet. They should be welcoming me with all the honors. And probably someone under influence of chaos slowly took control of a lot of places, and I'll be fishing that out. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Oh, nice. Cutscene. Appropriate cutscene. A lot of people, beautiful monuments, throngs of people welcoming me. Long live the rogue trader. Presumably, they live in prosperity in this planet. Oh, whisperings. Of course, that's the nobility part, the gossip. Greetings, of course. The web of lies is always present. Alright. There's a long walk that I'm making, and a lot of people being prepared for this. I guess it's appropriate. Who knows how long has it passed since the rogue trader of von Valancia's dynasty was here. Okay, Clementia Verserian. Verserian. It's good that I took Abelard. The Emperor protects. Welcome home, your lordship. The stately woman in a long full-dress uniform makes a graceful curtsy. Her short, graying hair does not obscure her stern features. I am Clementia. Well, in Latin it would be Clementia. We'll use the Latin form. I am Clementia Verserian, court chancellor of the von Valancia's dynasty. On behalf of all the Dargonus, please accept my deepest condolences on the untimely passing of Theodora von Valancius. Her departure is a terrible blow to us all. But as one star expires, another always flares to life, and although still overcome with bitterness and grief, your subjects hope that you will become the trade dynasty's guiding light in these trying times. Clementia, Abelard offers a reserved nod. She nods in return, and the lines on his brow soften ever so slightly. So he's glad that she is courteous to him. Achilles Scalander, with a cool name. The young man quickly brings a respirator to his burned face and bows his head courteously. His raven black hair veils his burns and skull implants, and his thin metal fingers creak quietly as he offers a welcoming gesture. Achilles Scalander, secretary at the Administration Department. I hope your journey to Dargonus was not darkened by unwanted troubles. For some reason I have an affinity for him. It would be sad to learn that he's like a bad guy. Let's see. It wasn't uneventful. It was very much eventful. It wasn't terrible either. We'd had some incidents, but those are irrelevant, and the Emperor protected us on our journey through the stars. Well, that's true. The true God Emperor protected us on our journey through the stars. Achilles makes the sign of Aquila, and may he remain merciful to us till the end of time. Clemencia. Does your lordship wish to survey the grounds, or perhaps we could sate your curiosity by answering any questions you might have? Governor Urban Drivestem has been notified of your arrival on Dargonus and will visit the palace shortly. The preparations for the official visit are well in hand, but your lordship still has plenty of time before the meeting. Hold on a moment, Clemencia. What did you say your last name was? You heard correctly, your lordship. I'm of House Vessarion, Lord Abelard's granddaughter and direct descendant. Wow, granddaughter, and she's already grey. That's awesome. Abelard is like a legend. This succession of service is an effective good. It grants new generations understanding of their function within the mechanism. Chancellor Vessarion has held her position at the von Valentia's court for many years. She earned Lord Captain Theodora's respect through acts of great perseverance. There is no room for doubt. Blood had nothing to do with it. Interesting. Well, the Emperor blesses those who strengthen humanity's domain through their deeds. You have reason to be proud of your progeny. Yes, I'll be nice to Abelard. He'll be happy with that kind of a response. Abelard looks at you in surprise, but then immediately puts on an air of indifference. Thank you, Lord Captain. Yes, I'm glad that I made a small nice gesture. Okay, now big question. Why isn't the governor here with you to greet me? Apologies, your lordship. Governor Drivestem's residence is on the other side of the world by the Administratum Palace of Dargonus. We sent word as soon as you enter the system, but it takes time to travel the great distances of your domain. Logic text succeeded. Good. So Chancellor Vessarion appears unruffled, but you cannot shake the thought that the governor's lateness is a subtle political gesture designed to test the limits of what is acceptable when it comes to interacting with a new rogue trader. Good. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. I would like to rest. Where are the chambers? They are very close, just down the hall. That is also where the study and the audience chamber are. Achilles' face brightens with a pearly white smile, restoring some of his former good looks. Lady Theodora's study has remained locked since her last departure, but on account of your arrival we've managed for it to be tidied up. It is ready whenever you may need it. You are dismissed. I apologize for my bluntness, but I have a request to make. Perhaps, before the meeting takes place, the illustrious Lord Captain could spare a few minutes for a conversation with me. Achilles bows his head. I am certain that you will find my report on the state of affairs in the von Valentia's protectorate most useful. Good. Good. I think I can trust two of them. It seems so, at least for now. talk to Achilles, so that's my next... I am inside of the palace, am I not? Yeah. So this is my palace, so I walk by myself. So what is here? On this side? No, just like an exit, I guess. Alright. Warden. Nobleman. Jay. Hello, Jay. Do you like it here?
Halt. I noticed something.
Did I? Did I notice something? Like hidden stuff. Toss a coin. Goods. Where are the goods? Oh, goods. Jeweled encrusted chrono and engraved flasks. Okay. The coin falls in a clear water and sinks to the bottom. Okay. Nobleman aristocrat. Your lordship. Alright. Kiawagama delegation. Okay. Aristocrat, warden, more goods. Tech use, please. Thank you. Okay. Greetings, lordship. Greetings to you as well. What do we have here? Is this a machine? An ancient cogitator? Alright, a little bit more goods. Looting my own stuff. Always like to do that. Why not? Let's say there's a redistribution of goods, right? I see there are some goods here, but let me put them to better use. They're mine, but they should be in an other space. That's it. That's all. I'm just doing the redistribution of goods. Good. Like... no, I wanted to say like in communism. But no, not like in communism. Is my guy here somewhere with whom I should speak or not? The Achilles. What is this? Just a monument. Some words in there. Oh. Dating to the foundation. Different rogue traders and their names. My name will one day be there. When I pass. Mundus Valentius? Mundus Valentius. To the world of Valentius, I guess. Mundus. But mundus can also mean clean and pure. You know, two meanings, right? Or mundum is the word. Mundus. Not sure if it's neutral or masculine in Latin. Augurator type priests. Is anyone here for like maybe future trading or something like that? Aristocrat. Silver skull. Is anything here? Nothing special. Argenta. Argenta speaking with aristocrats, I guess. Oh no, they're in front of the confessor, so that's the point. Okay. Lore Imperium. Relic clade in battle remote and forgotten realms. Okay. An ancient relic of what's the name of the saint? Macarius. Okay. Alright. Did I explore? Did I get the gist of it? The gist of the space? I guess I did. Von Valentius Palace. Oh, I can get into it. Yeah, let's go to the palace first. I think and this is like the entry hallway. What's the name of this? Void Valent. It is. It's just deeper inside of the palace. I'm not sure what the name of the actual space in which I'm currently at. Anyway. Now, some of you have asked me to check out the game Planescape Torment because of the different dialogue options and ability to play simply not fighting but only interacting. I like that idea, actually. Planescape Torment, I always wanted to play through the game. I never actually did. I played just the beginning a couple of times and never went through. But focusing on intelligence, wisdom, charisma type of a let's play would be very, I guess, good for this kind of let's play. So, okay. We'll see, we'll see. First I definitely will not simultaneously play 2 games of that proportion. So, location of the chambers of your dynastic estate. Alright. Main throne room is up the stairs and straight ahead. Subject Achilles informed that he humbly awaits the opportunity to meet with you there. Okay, to the main throne room I go up. Next. Next, I'm waiting. If your lordship wishes to rest after your long journey, then your personal chambers are up the stairs and on the right. So, throne room straight, to the right, personal chamber. Okay. Is that it? If you need anything, I'll be right next to your chambers, eagerly awaiting your orders. Okay, okay, okay. This took much longer than it should have. Okay, so Warden Achilles is over there, and these should be my personal chambers, right? Okay. Cassia, Pascal, Heinrichs, and Abelard are inside. All the ones that I take in my party this. Okay. Is anything else of importance down there? Down here. I don't... Oh, of course. Looting stuff. Redistribution of goods. I'm sorry, that's the name. Redistribution of goods to be done. And here. Okay, okay, let's... No. Just let's have a sneak peek at my chamber. Pimp my crib.
Something of interest.
Okay. Immediately I find secret stash. What is this? Whenever the wearer moves through a cell occupied by an enemy, more dodge. I mean, I don't need it, I think, for most of my characters. Some, yes. Okay. What is this painting of? Okay. Looks pretty. Another door. So what's here? More goods. Tech use. What is here? Multi-melta. Multi-melta. Okay. Melta scorching. Oh, it's not for Paulus, but for some other character, I think it's quite good, actually. The largest type of melta weapon, usually employed by the Adeptus Astartes or mounted upon Imperial vehicles. Wow. Yes, please. I have to give that to... My chambers are big, aren't they? Another goods? More goods. Oh, okay, here. What's this? Nothing. Xeno artifact. Just a random Xeno artifact on the table. Theodora. Okay, I can sleep here, I guess. Do like a rest or something. No? Oh, this is for opening and closing. So, even deeper inside with more goods. Okay, nothing special. Let's loot all the nothing special parts. Okay. What do we have here? Shows us a library, right? Inhuman hand. That made the items more goods. Yeah. Zealot cloak. When the wearer hits an ally with area attack, the wearer gains 1 stack of the zealot effect. The zealot effect. Okay. Plus 10% damage with their area attacks for each stack of the zealot effect. When the wearer hits now an area attack, the wearer gains 1 stack. Yeah, this is definitely for Argenta. Okay, plus 10% bonus to tech use. It's good. Damage of plasma weapons +3. It's definitely for Pascal. Let's immediately try to give it to them. Yeah, I like that better. Using grenades costs less and enemies suffer more damage from the wearer's grenades. It's not that good. Zealot Cloak, let's just... What's the difference? Okay. For every kill, increases their critical hit chance by 5% until the end of combat. It's also very good. It's very good. Okay. Chartist's Monocle. Is that like perfect for you? But only during non-fighting interactions, right? 10 bonus to willpower and psychic, but inflicts weapon skill and ballistic skill. Yeah, I don't care. Like, Visionary Hood is so good for her. It's like so good for her. Monocle. Chartist's Monocle. I wish I would have like an option 1, option 2. Yeah. Show backpack. So her backpack is her cape. Without backpack, she's just like this. Is that better? No, I like her with a cape. Yeah, it's fine. Following on this, and I can sit down if I want, it seems. It's very nice of you. For a room to provide an ability, you can read these guys if you just pause. So, the secret room is remarkably quiet, almost homely. I see. Listening to the muted melody coming from Vox Peter, imagine a Theodore reading a book. Have a glass of wine. Labeled Grandmaster's Blood, Boon of Terra, Flame of Purity. Pour a glass of Flame of Purity. Alright, let's choose a book. Yeah, several books, okay. Litanies of the Motive Force. One of the books here. Let's see. Choose a book. Xenos Anatomist Course Observation from the series One Shot, One Kill. Interesting. Invisible Army analysis the tactical trance of Astra Militarum. Pursues the Wayne biographical sketch. No. Love is the only truth. Litanies of the Motive Force. Among Theodora's data that has been restored using your cogitator is the phrase... Okay, I guess I should take the litanies of the Motive Force because... there's something hidden inside, right? Isn't it? Okay, a hidden button in spine clicks under your finger. Change the music. Several Vox symphonies. Okay, recognize the melody. First are the 36 parts of the Symphony of Honor and Duty. Alright. Don't change the music, I guess. Change the music, I guess. Part 2. Alright. Data bank from Dargonus. Good. I managed to do something. And... Okay. Can I read it somehow? The data encrypted may prove to be useful. Okay, encrypted data, of course. Okay. Okay, I can do some things here. Right? Decrease adamantine, increase profit factor. Complete contract. People, -7. Provisions, +5. I don't have a lot of people. I don't think I should be doing that. Okay. So this was successful. This was quite successful, actually. Good. Let's speak with Achilles now, who's waiting for me somewhere here. It's a huge throne room, if I might notice. It's... wow, that's really huge. Why is this locked, and why Paulus has to unlock it if it's his? Oh well.
What is that?
Something hidden? Yes. Okay. I'm glad I'm finding stuff, but... it is breaking the immersion a little bit, isn't it? I mean, I can easily immerse myself. So it's not a huge issue for me. Or issue at all, but just stating a fact. It is a little bit of immersion breaking. Okay, good. Yeah. Another door. Heinrichs is there. Sure. So, through these doors. What's here? To Mundus Valancius. Oh, to go inside of the world. The world of Valancius. Okay. Specifically now, Clementia... oh, he is the same place where Heinrichs is. That's why I... oh, you two are speaking. Good. So the slender figure, clad in robes from expensive fabric, shudders from violent coughing. Pressing a gilded respirator to his face, the man takes several deep breaths. Achilles, it has been many moons. I hope your cousin is feeling well. Achilles covers his burned lips, trying and failing to suppress a coughing fit. She's in good health. She sends her regards to you as well as her wishes for your swift return. For as long as the stars shine in the sky, my vigil continues. So it does. Achilles thumps himself on the chest with his augmented hand. You hear the clanking of metal against metal. I'm not so foolish as to fail to notice a conversation in code. Your insight deserves credit, Rogue Trader. Then again, I expected nothing less from a Theodora von Valancius' successor. Allow me to introduce Achilles Calanda properly. In addition to his duties as Secretary of the Administratum, he acts as an agent of the Golden Throne under my aegis. Master Scalander was transferred into my remit by a colleague who is engaged in other matters in the Coloronus Expanse. I'm sure you will find Achilles' service useful, especially when dealing with the schemes of humanity's foes within the borders of your protectorate. Okay. So, he's an agent of the Golden Throne. So I guess I can trust him, yeah? Greetings, Lord Paulus von Valancius. Allow me to once again to express my deepest condolences on the loss of Lady Theodora. I will do everything I can to track down and destroy all of Konrad Wojtwia's accomplices on the capital world. So do you know anything about what has become of Konrad Wojtwia? You know, the former master whispers he's a heretic and a traitor. Yeah, word of his treason reached DARGONUS too late. The Konrad came to the planet and left it almost immediately once he has sown discord in the minds of the gullible and naive. The worst of the rumors he started was that you were the one responsible for Lady Theodora's sudden demise. Of course, your loyal subjects did their best to skin alive any who showed signs of doubt. But it seemed unlikely that the wardens got to everyone who was allowed doubt into their hearts and now nurtures it in secret. Alright. So, you promised me a report. I've already forwarded all official reports to your seneschal. As for the conversation we're having right now, I wouldn't trust any paper or data slate with its contents. You see, Lady Theodora, may the Emperor have mercy on her soul, was perfectly aware of Dargonus' political environment. You, however, have only just arrived on the capital world, and I thought it would best to bring you up to the speed. Frankly, the nobles of Dargonus, much like nobles on most worlds, are akin to spiders in a jar, ready to pounce on whoever is the weakest, or whomever they deem to be the weakest. The nobles of Dargonus are well-respected, rich and powerful individuals who held Lady Theodora's favor for many years and found ways to rise above the rest by diligently serving the rogue trader. Every family pursues its own selfish interests, and each one expects that, with the transition of power, they will retain and even add to their lands and wealth. The families I would recommend giving particular attention to are the Drive Stems, the Gapraks, and the Sourbucks. Alright, so DGS, Drive Stem, Gaprak, Sourbuck. I should also mention the Vessarians, not a noble house per se, but a family that was part of Lady Theodora's inner circle, to the Blue Blood's great displeasure. Alright, first about Vessarians. A line founded by Lady Theodora's seneschal and as such are nominally considered nobility, at least from the standpoint from the Imperial Navy, from which Lord Abelard hails. On Dargonus, however, their position is precarious. Firstly, they never were granted an official title, a process which has been impeded for decades by the old houses of Dargonus, and secondly, the other families do not see them as equals, but more as upstarts clinging to the rogue trader's favor. The Vessarians are responsible for the capital world's fleet and the majority of the cargo shipments on domestic routes. That's quite important, actually. Cargo shipments and fleet. Okay, House Sourbuck. Rebellious and hardworking. No, sorry, religious and hardworking. Sourbucks own many enterprises, including distillation manufacturing that produce promethium. I must note that lately members of the Sourbuck family have been prone to overly liberal statements about the von Valentius dynasty. They believe that Lady Theodora was a bit too keen to leave her worlds without proper oversight. Well, I think they're right, actually. What makes the Gapraks special? They hail from a remote forge world. Among the distant relatives, there are many servants of the Omnisire, and the house itself is close to the cult of Adeptus Mechanicus, both in spirit and business connections. Gapraks oversaw the industrial shipments within your protectorate until recently. Ever since the astropathic communication with Kiava Gamma was severed, they've been quite concerned about the security of the planet. So we have the religious ones, the ecclesiarchy type of a figure, and we have the Adeptus Mechanicus here. And finally, the Drive Stems. Who will they be? Drive Stems are the ancient governor house of Dargonus. Greater the wealth, the fuller the coffers grow. Reputation is flawless except for one detail. We have evidence that urban Drive Stems rivals seem to have the misfortune of regularly falling victim to Xenos raids. I find that these attacks are always little too advantageous for the Drive Stems, but we lack solid proof and it might never surface. The closer an official is to a rogue trader, the braver and safer they feel. I would just like to remind everyone that rubbing shoulders with Xenos is a heresy that can be overlooked only in the case of von Valentius' heir, not his servant. Oh, I've been to Kiava Gamma, by the way. The planet was tainted by the cult of the Final Dawn. These are grim tidings. It's a tragedy that an industrial world of such tremendous capacity was brought down by pernicious influence of the arch-enemy. Okay. Maybe they will pick up the trail. Anyway, after hearing all that, I now feel the urge to have every one of those sycophants executed at once. Not really. So, there was another report, your lordship. It's about the presence of Xenos, the threat that they pose to the humanity. The last few months have been difficult for the people who report to me, my eyes and ears scattered throughout the Coronis expanse. Warp disturbances, astropaths overcome with madness, ships disappearing in the Materium. Many of my observers and contacts have gone dark or have been killed by some calamity or other. Still, I managed to establish communication with some key individuals who were able to warn me about incoming threats, including Xenos raids. It is within my power to supply you with intelligence on where and when the Xenos will strike next. I do not doubt that Governor Drivestem would beg you for protection against Xenos, and in this fight the information from my contacts will serve you well. I beseech you, Paulus, if I ever report a threat looming over a ship or a planet, do not dismiss it. Sometimes it takes an intervention from the rogue trader and his mighty void ship to avert a disaster. Note taken, Achilles, okay? If you make a warning, I will be fast to answer. Alright, well, noble houses, you already told me, right? What are your responsibilities? I'm secretary, officially, at this world's administrative department. Less officially, I'm afraid I can't disclose that even to you. In short, I collect and investigate reports of heresy taking root on upstanding planets of humanity. Concerned, above all else, about the Xenos threat. Okay, now he's trying to re-establish the connection with the agents. Do you know anything about the Cult of the Final Dawn? Deplorably limited, your lordship. Okay, what about Xenos? The residents of the local systems are no strangers to skirmishes with enemies of humanity, but recently the loathsome beasts seem to have completely flown out off the handle, receiving reports from ships. Alright. So the Drukhari, oh yes, finally we'll be going against the Drukhari. So they're the ones present on this planet, it would seem. Or around this planet. Okay. Unfortunately, in the host of humanity there are those who are willing to grovel before our enemies in the hopes of a valuable reward. You may be interested to know that we are on a trail of such heretics. Overwhelming evidence indicates that a plundered void station in Langren's belt is being used as a base by a band of pirates. Good, thank you. Good to know that. I will pay courtesy call, don't worry. So, about your unofficial work. Do you truly serve the rogue trader or the interrogator in the Inquisition? Should I ask him that? Whom do you truly serve? Sure. So Heinrichs, okay. And whom does the rogue trader serve? The Golden Throne? The Protectorate? Could it be that one stems from the other? And if so, is there any sense in discussing it? Okay, I want a list of your angels. I can understand your desire as a rogue trader to have everything under your control, and yet I am not in liberty to make use of classified information related to the interrogator's agents in whatever way I see fit. There is no point in pressing my agents. None of them would ever reveal such vital information, especially not in my presence. Okay. Some other questions maybe? What about the scars? About 5 years ago there was an accident. Several tanks of promethium exploded in the storehouse at my estate, and I was buried alive under the rubble. The Emperor preserved my soul, and the skilled physicians of Dargonus saved my body, except for my lungs, with which I had to part. I presume the incident was an attempt on my life, but the identity of whoever was behind it remains a mystery. Well, you already told me everything here, and I don't think I'm gonna have the maniacal response to that. Yeah, okay, goodbye. According to the message I received a few minutes ago, Governor Drivestem has arrived at court. I imagine that the Chancellor is already prepared to arrange the meeting. All that's left is to notify her that you are ready to see Urband. Tell Chancellor Vessarion that you are ready to receive the Governor of Dargonus.
I don't have time for this. Absolutely not.
I'm pressing number 1, that's why I cannot shoot here. I will be strict with the Governor. I don't like testing the bounds. I mean, don't like. I can respect it, but the only way as the Governor will respect me if I show that you do not play around, okay? So, let me check the time. Okay. I think before the actual conversation, and where is... with whom can I... The Clementia? Should I speak with Clementia? Yeah, let's just have a quick chat. I think I have to speak with her. Your lordship. She bows her head politely. She's dressed rather simply for a chancellor. A parade doublet, polished boots, comfortable cloak. She wears a saber and a gilded scabbard. Whether for short protection, one could not say. Only her ring with a Viserion coat of arms indicates she's at the highest social stratum. The governor is waiting on the periphery of the palace. Please let me know when you would like to see him. The sharp gaze, the impeccable straight back, composure. For a moment you feel like you're looking at a younger version of Abelard himself, not his heir. Judging by the scar on the exposed parts of her body, Clementia saw her fair share of combat prior to assuming the position of Chancellor. Good. Okay, I will speak with her next time. I will say now that he can wait a little bit more. Okay, I will save the game now and say goodbye. So, a little bit of a shorter episode this time as well, but hopefully I can, as soon as possible, maybe tomorrow or a couple of days from now, maybe tomorrow, yes. It's a weekend, then when I'm filming I have more time during the weekdays with the classes and my chaplaincy duties. It's a little bit harder, especially because it's beginning here for me, here at Rome, where I'm at. But yeah, I'm actually glad to have like shorter episodes. It's easier for me, and I am progressing with the game actually, and it's a good feeling to progress, not to stagnate. Better feeling to have like 3 times of 1 hour episodes than 1 time like a 3-hour episode, to be honest. Okay, God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next episode of this blind Let's Play. Goodbye.